I want to talk about just how much men have, were not only being disrespected, but how long it has been going on in the culture. Now, there's this novel I remember reading called In Good Faith, The Invisible Man. And it's not the H.G. Wells Invisible Man. This is written in the 1940s about the racism that black men had to deal with, you know. And the story has this young man who's going to, go to school. He succeeded, and the community is going to honor him. But what it is, it's the highest caste of men, white men, have taken him and his fellows, and took them into a hazing, you know, and the point was to say, know your place. You may be succeeding, but know your place. And the scene is called the Battle Royale, where they took the young fellows and they would blindfold them, put boxing gloves on them, and get them to just swing wildly and hit each other for their amusement. But in that scene too, they then present these young black men with a white woman, scantily dressed white woman, as white as you can get, blonde haired, blue eyed. And they surround them so the guys can't leave. And the guys are being affected as young guys do. They're only young. They would get a stiff on if the wind blows. And here they are presenting them with, the ultimate, taboo. And they wouldn't let them go. And they were shouting, some guys were shouting, "Don't you look at him, nigga." And other guys were saying, "You look at him. You look at him." And that scene, above all others, stuck in my head. Because if you see what's going on now, and what has been going on, that's what men have been. All of us. Take, for example, the original Star Trek. How were the girls dressed? In these ultra short mini skirts. If they moved at all, you saw panties, or whatever the equivalent of was at that time. Well, by the 1990s, they had put all the women in these kind of dour one-piece, ugly, uniforms. And, which one was it? Star Trek Voyager, that's it. It was declining, and so they wanted to get more viewers on, so they figured young men were watching it, so they brought in the character Seven of Nine, who was purposely there to attract eye candy. She was eye candy. And so they put her in the most form-fitting outfit they could. Yet, she was covered head to toe, like no bare skin was being shown. And I was all disappointed. I said, well, if you're going to turn on the guys, if that's your purpose, why don't you show some bare skin? And you see even later, of course, with Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow character. She's in the most form-fitting costume you can get, but all the bare skin other than her face isn't shown. And so what you get is this, you look at her, nigga, but then don't you dare look at her. You see what is going on here, that they're simultaneously trying to make money off of selling sex while denying men sex. They are trying to have it both ways. And again, this is why so many guys are going to anime manga, where they've just decided to sell men sex, period. This is the most sexualized images we can. Not all of them. I mean, anime isn't universal, but you know, if you're going to find it, you guys end up going there. What men are now is like, you know, what's it like, Merchant of Venice, you know, where Shylock is honestly trying to make a go of it, and people can't deny him because of his business acumen. But they don't want to sell it to him because he's a Jew. That's what the average guy is now. It's like people dealing with you so they can get something out of you, but hating you all the while. Now, if you guys can't simply, you know, get woke, go broke nonsense. This isn't about money. This is about attacking you, attacking your dignity, and disrespecting you. And they're willing to lose money for it. Because that's the point of it. Do you understand? We've come to a time where we now have to say, en masse, you are not going to disrespect us. You know, there's nothing wrong. If you want to sell it something to us, you don't do it with a backhand. You know, it has to be en masse, and it has to be meant. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that.